Gonna make a custom radiator cover, so we'll start by breaking down this sheet of MDF. Before you give me crap about MDF, it is recommended to deal with the temperature fluctuations. Fun fact about MDF is it's actually 49, which is a pain in the butt if you have a utility truck, by 97, which is another pain in the butt if you just have a regular 8-foot bed. I know Chevy now makes like a 98-inch bed, which works nice, but either way, kind of a pain in the butt for no real reason. Now the customer wants a nice grid pattern, kind of like a checkerboard, so I want to make sure that we have the exact same exposure all the way around. So I'm gonna have to measure between some little dots, and we'll see that it's actually slightly less than 1 1/8 inches. I'm actually going from 1 to 2. It's more accurate than if I guessworked that piece, but anyway, try to make that exact, get some of these cut, turn my cat scratch into reality. All right, so I needed to make a bunch of rips that were perfectly half on, half off to little dots, and then a bunch of squares the same way. Now it seems trivial, but in order to keep this around the whole thing, it's actually harder than you think. And then I needed to make 130 more. All right, so this seems to be the process that's working the best. Line all my pieces up where they need to go, mark them individually, stand it up, tack them, and repeat. I know it seems asinine, and you think that if you have the close enough tolerances, you should just be able to start in the middle, use your block, and work out. But through the process of elimination, I just don't have those tolerances. So this is what I found works the best, and some things are just slow and steady. For the longer pieces, I'm just tucking them up to my straight edge, doing some reference marks, standing it up, gluing, and nailing. All right, so this is what we got so far. That's 136 individual pieces right there, and I do like the reveals. Now it's time to add some sides. They're a little bit wide, but this was the best way I could maximize the grate while simultaneously not being way bigger than the radiator itself. I couldn't really find a great way to secure these sides, so I just opted to do dowels all the way up the run. I also use biscuits at the top and bottom rails. And there it is. I'm gonna leave the baseboard returns off. I'll put those on at the job site once I cut the baseboard back. That way I'm just cutting the width of this, and I don't have to try to scribe whatever. Pretty basic, just went with the cove. They wanted something simple, and totals exactly 150 pieces. So if someone asks you to do this, don't. All right, so I got my baseboard sliced and diced. Now I'll add those returns that we strategically left off. And there it is, guys. My crude drawing came to life.